NuWorld started in February 2016 as New World Lighting Solutions Incorporated. We started because I saw an opportunity in the emerging LED lighting industry and decided to take a leap of faith to start a business selling commercial LED lights to businesses and helping them to use utility rebates to cover majority of the cost. The business picked up quickly, and within 5 months, we had already had about 25 clients. Within our first year, we had over 50 clients and were quickly established ourselves as a trusted company doing LED upgrades. I'd be remiss to act like those first 2 years were not hard, because it was. From having cocaine-addicted electricians to having college graduates who came in and tried to tell me how to run my business, we had our fair share of startup stories. But all in all, we figured out a way to provide value to the marketplace, which led to us growing to becoming a top-performing company in our field. Our first catastrophe. By July 2017, we had already struck a deal with a Chinese manufacturer to co-warehouse with them, giving us access to a steady inventory of products to sell, which was going to be great for us. By that time, we completed nearly 100 projects and had a steady flow of business coming in. Everything seemed great until it wasn't. In September 2017, PSEG, the local utility, announced that money for the LED program had run out and that they were shutting down the rebate program until further notice. That announcement was unexpected and unplanned for. 2 months prior, I had committed myself to a $250,000 commitment with the Chinese manufacturer, and now I had no one to sell products to. Side note, never build your business solely based upon a government subsidy program or any non-permanent program, because if they pull the plug on said program, you're fucked. So basically, we were fucked. No cap. The following 8 months were hell. I had to move into my warehouse, and we went from doing about 80 to 100K a month to 10 to 15K per month overnight. It was a nightmare. By the time February/March came, we were hanging on by the skin of our teeth and robbing Peter to pay Paul. It was hard and horrible. The struggle was real. Fast forward a few more months, and we were days away from having to close down the business, having exhausted all lines of credit we had and couldn't pay my rent. And by the grace of God, I met a guy who had recently opened a supply company who allowed us to move in with him under the condition that we helped him sell their product, which we gladly accepted. It was a blessing in disguise, because a month later, PSEG reinstated their rebate program. And by that time, August 2018, nearly 60% of my competitors went out of business. And when the rebates came back, they were higher than ever. So it was great for us. We hit the streets hard and quadrupled our business the following year. We went from 1 million to 4 million seemingly overnight. It was a blessing. The following 2 years were complete market domination for us. We quickly became the go-to company in our industry and even were awarded as being the top performing contractor for the year 2020 in all of Long Island. While all that was happening, the writing was on the wall that the industry would eventually, or rather was becoming saturated, and that we would eventually have to begin offering more services or be forced to close down once all the lights have been swapped out. That led to a process of exploring multiple different business models between 2020 and 2021. And ultimately, we landed upon the ESCO business model, which is what we decided to become. So in October 2021, we became New World Energy, a one-stop shop for all of an organization's energy efficiency needs. We purchased ESCO in a box and began the process of reinventing the company. This story compilation is a part of that process.